Picture this. You finally hit $100,000 in your accounts. You've been grinding for years, saying no to dumb purchases. And you see that six-figure number, your brain goes, "That's it?" Somewhere in the back of your mind, a little voice whispers, "Dude, $1 million is the real goal, and this is only 10%. Here's what's weird. The dollar amount says 10%. The calendar says something completely different. I'm Mike, Money Mike. I make boring decisions that produce ridiculous outcomes. I'm about to show you why your first 100K is secretly 1/3 of your journey to $1 million. Society sees only 100 grand. Math sees you just cleared the hardest part of the millionaire climb. Let's bring in the villain of every American wallet. The monthly payment, the endless subscriptions, the status trap brunches, and I deserve it weekends. Most people spend their whole life on that treadmill. They run hard. Their money doesn't move. The bucket keeps leaking. But you're different. You stacked. You fought lifestyle creep. You got to that first six-figure wall. Now let's talk about what the math is doing behind that wall. We're going to use simple assumptions. Roughly $500 a month invested into boring index funds. Average long-term market return around 8% a year. Not guaranteed, but directionally powerful. This is not lottery math. This is I automate it and go live my life math. At that pace, getting from zero to your first $100,000 is slow and painful. It takes around 11 to 12 years of consistent investing. 12 years of you pushing the boulder uphill. You are the engine. But once you cross that 100K line, something flips. Your money finally has enough soldiers to start fighting for you. The snowball starts rolling itself. Keep the same $500 a month going. Don't change anything fancy. From $100,000 to $200,000 does not take another 12 years. It takes about 5 to 6. So the first 100 grand took 12 years. The second 100 grand shows up in roughly half the time. That's not motivation poster fluff. That's just compounding with a bigger base. Don't blink, because this is the cheat code. Okay, this next part is going to be 4 times speed on purpose. If you want to actually get it, rewind 10 seconds and set playback speed to 0, 25x. I'm doing this because most people mentally skip the slow, boring part. And that's the part that makes them rich. At $500 a month, your first 100K eats out 12 years of your life. Stay on the same plan. The million takes around 33 years total. And that first 100K is roughly 1/3 of that timeline. The scary part is people quit at 40K, 60K, 80K, right before the math starts compounding harder than they do. If you slowed that down, you just did the whole lesson. The first 100K isn't about 10% of $1 million. It's about surviving the slow years long enough for compounding to start carrying you. Here's the mindset shift. Phase 1, you're a saver. You're doing all the hard work yourself. Phase 2, you're a capital owner. In Phase 2, your money soldiers clock in every morning while you're at your 9 to 5. You're not the only one sweating anymore. The dollars are sweating with you. Let me paint you a scene. It's a Tuesday night in a suburban apartment. You're on the couch with a laptop, fighting with your budget. You automate $500 a month into an index fund. Year after year, this looks boring. You still drive the same used car. Your friends clown you for not upgrading your lifestyle. On Instagram, their lives look shinier. Fast forward 11 or 12 years. They've upgraded cars 3 times. They upgraded apartments. They upgraded brunch spots. You quietly upgraded your net worth. Your account crosses $100,000. Nobody is clapping. This is the part nobody brags about at brunch. But mathematically, you just passed the steepest part of the mountain. From here, the slope changes. The snowball is heavy enough to roll. You can finally stop carrying the boulder solo. Society sees, wow, you're still in that old Honda? Math sees, you're 1/3 of the way to millionaire time-wise, and they're standing still. Let's zoom in on the psychology. Most of us are wired for present bias. We trade future freedom for today's dopamine hits. We think, I'll start investing when I make more. But compounding is disrespectful to your feelings. It only cares about 3 things: time, consistency, and whether you leave the money alone. So when you're at 10K or 20K, it feels pointless. The jumps are small. The graph looks flat. You feel like nothing's happening. That's the trap. The early years are you building the engine. Later years are the engine pulling you. Quit early, and you never meet the version of you who gets pulled. Mini story time. You and your coworker are walking out to the office parking lot. They hop into a leased SUV with a giant monthly payment. You slide into your paid-off, slightly dented sedan. They laugh and say, "Bro, live a little." You smile because you know there's a silent payment leaving your account, too. Except yours is buying shares, not leather seats. One path depreciates, the other path compounds. I know what some of you are thinking. Mike, 100K is impossible for me. I can't spare $500 a month. Or what if the market crashes? Let's tackle those one by one. First, $500 a month is just an example. If all you can do is $100 or $200, start there. Your job is to recruit soldiers, not win the war on day one. Second, market crashes. Crashes are sales. When the market drops, your monthly contribution buys more shares. Your long-term self loves bear markets more than bull markets. Third, I want to live now. You absolutely should live now. But there's a difference between living and leaking. You don't need more money. You need fewer leaks. You're not cheap. You're strategic. You're not broke. You're under-automated. You're not falling behind. You're compounding quietly. The status trap will always have louder marketing than your brokerage account. That's why you need math on your side. Math doesn't care about flex culture. Math cares about exponents. So how do you shift from saver to capital owner in real life? Step 1. Pick a boring, diversified index fund inside your 401k, IRA, or brokerage. Step 2. Automate a monthly amount that hurts a little but doesn't break you. Step 3. Refuse to touch it unless it's a genuine emergency. Remember, going from 0 to 100K might take 12 years. Going from 100K to 200K might take 5 or 6. From there, every extra 100,000 gets faster. That's the compounding flywheel turning. You might still feel like only a six-figure person, but your timeline tells a different story. In millionaire years, you're already 1/3 of the way there. The calendar respects the work you've already done. So here's my challenge to you. Stop treating 100K like a tiny number. Start treating it like a rite of passage into capital ownership. You are building a machine that will one day out-earn your paycheck. Your future you is watching this like a hostage negotiator. They're begging you not to sell out your freedom for a nicer driveway photo. Future you won't remember the trim package. Future you will remember whether you owned assets. So do one thing today. Open your investing app. Set up or increase an automatic monthly transfer, even if it's $50. That's you stepping fully into capital owner mode. This is Money Mike. Let's make your money grow up and get a job. And I'll see you at that only 100K, which is secretly 1/3 of your $1 million story.